What is going down, world? I go by the name Black Pegasus, and Bill Cosby is getting released from prison after his convictions have been overturned by the Pennsylvania courts, I believe. Wow. Let's get after it.
10 toes down, watch him bring it back. Walk the long mile, check the internet. Hustling and grind, yes, I'm into that.
And just like that, you guys, Bill Cosby is getting released from prison, I believe today. It's Wednesday, right? And his convictions have been overturned by the court. So what I want to know in the comments, you guys, leave a comment. What do you think about all this? Are you up on game with the trial? Was there foul play in the trial? Do you think he was guilty? What do you think of all this? Now, I didn't follow the trial super closely. But I've heard a lot of different things. People were talking about Bill Cosby. I remember, who was it? I think Eddie Griffin was talking about how the industry tries to take out black men in at that level of success. I've heard that he was going to buy like the network like CBS, and they had to take him out. It was false accusations, and I've heard it's real accusations. He used to, pop tags. Me and Don talk about this on our podcast all the time, where you'll see some people who, let's say, represent like the conservative party, but on the low, they're, getting with prostitutes and all this stuff. And then the left has their problems as well. This isn't a knock to the right or left. I didn't follow this that closely when it was all going down because I just didn't care. But today, when I seen that, I was like, wow, because I knew he had already done 2 years, right, out of a 10-year sentence. And what tripped me out is like when I hear overturned, I was like, well, if he didn't do this stuff, if these accusations were false, then that's crazy. He already did 2 years. But then at the same time, our court system can fumble the ball, right? Either direction, right? They can, people go to jail for things they didn't do. And sometimes people get out of jail for things they did do, right? So I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Put me a little more up on game. I just wanted to, put it on my channel about this because this was breaking and I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm going to read an article that just dropped. It says, Bill Cosby to walk free after court overturns sex assault conviction. Bill Cosby is set to be released from prison after Pennsylvania's highest court overturned his sexual assault conviction on Wednesday. Cosby, 83, had served more than 2 years of a 3 to 10-year sentence at a state prison near Philadelphia. The state Supreme Court on Wednesday found that in an agreement with previous prosecutors preventing him from being charged for allegedly drugging and molesting Andrea Constant in 2004. The ruling bars any retrial in the case, the Philadelphia Inquirer reported. Charges were filed against Cosby, who was once celebrated as America's dad, in late 2015. Just days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired, he was convicted in 2018 at his second trial after a first trial ended up in a hung jury. So the first trial, it was a hung jury, so they couldn't even basically, I guess the word's deliberate. So that's interesting. He had refused to offer any remorse over the encounter with the Temple University employee, vowing instead to serve all 10 years of his sentence. Now, that was the one thing I had heard multiple times. Cosby always said he was innocent. He was always like really fierce about that. The other thing is he was offered some type of therapy, I believe. Is that parole or whatever, like to get out early? I don't know. So offered some type of, would he go to therapy? He refused it. And when it says here, I think that's a part of that. He's like, dude, I'll just do the 10 years. I didn't do it. He remained right there saying, I didn't do it. So I think all that's interesting. Now, from another article I was reading, there is something going on in Pennsylvania with I don't know exactly. Maybe you guys know. Leave in the comments. This happened also because of some type of whatever happens in Pennsylvania. Because I saw on Twitter people were like, "Yo, does this mean Harvey Weinstein could get out?" But it was all this is. It's a detail in the Pennsylvania court. Obvious, you guys. I'm not a lawyer. Don't come to me for law advice. But there's a lot at play here. But this just draws the question, did he do it? Because if he did these things that they're alleging he's done in the past, obvious, That's not good. People need to, especially for if you're drugging women and raping women, you need to be held accountable at the highest level, right? But did he do that? And from some of the other things I was reading, they're alluding to he might not have got a fair trial. There were like character assaults, like on his character in the trial, all different types of stuff. So anyways, I just saw that was breaking. I thought it's super interesting. I'm going to dive into it a little more. Maybe I'll drop another video about it as I get more information. But if you guys know a lot about this case, please sound off in the comments. Let me know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, isn't that crazy too? He's old as hell, and he already did 2 years. So I just think it's crazy if he didn't do it, because I know a lot of people are rocking with him saying, nah, he didn't do it. There's a lot of people saying he did do it. This is the Me Too era. This is crazy. I don't know. But if he didn't do it, he already did 2 years that he can't get back. That's crazy. But if he did do it, my goodness, if he did do a lot of the stuff they're alluding to, I mean, is 10 years enough? Is how that goes. Again, that's coming from a father who has a daughter. But I'm pretty neutral with this because I don't know what's going on. I'm never gonna, this is a weird era where, dudes do shady things and the rape culture can be crazy, right? But it's also the era where women do shady things and lie on a lot of men. You just saw that lady who lied about Upchurch and basically, it's just crazy. There's so much crazy stuff going on in the world today. So anyways, I hope you guys are good. I hope you're healthy. Don't let the Delta Skelta scare you. And let me know what you think in the comments of all this mess going on. So like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you're rocking with my vibe. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and I'm out of here, you guys. Love, light, and beyond. It's BKG until the death of me. Peace.
10 toes down, watch them bring it back. Walk the long mile, check the internet. Hustling and grind, yes, I'm into that.